So, breaking news is that the hostage deal between Israel and Hamas has finally come to a finalization. And basically, this is because on October 7th, Hamas took 250 or so Israeli hostages. Israel has tried for 14 months through extreme military action to get the hostages back, through basically destroying Gaza and basically destroying any sign of life in Gaza, but they have failed to get them back through military movement, military action. So now they are going to try and do that on the diplomatic desk. They're going to try and get back the hostages diplomatically, which they have been trying to do for a long time now, but they have only succeeded now. And don't forget that 45,000 Palestinians have died since October 8th, when Israel started raiding Gaza in response to the October 7th attack by Hamas. In response to that attack, Israel basically destroyed and flattened Gaza thoroughly and almost entirely. And don't forget that the Zionist state actually controls the water supply going into Gaza, as well as the food supply and aid that is going into Gaza. So they are basically deliberately trying to make the Palestinians starve. And yes, even though a ceasefire is very close, the Houthis from Yemen are still attacking Israel constantly. They have just launched missiles today as well. They actually hit the Israeli Ministry of War directly. Oh yeah, and the West Bank. This is a part of Israel that is predominantly Palestinian, which was occupied by Israel. So basically, this area has been occupied for a long time now, and it has seen a lot of Israeli army officers just completely harassing the normal civilians here. But recently, they have actually amped up random regular raids, and these raids are continuously claiming lives, not just of random gunmen which they claim have popped up in the West Bank, but also regular people are dying because of this. And you don't see a day when Palestinians are not harassed in the West Bank or in Gaza by Israelis. Well, Gaza is completely destroyed. The West Bank is definitely not as destroyed as Gaza, but it's still basically on the process of being destroyed. It's already occupied, and people are dying there from Israeli occupation, from random raids, from harassment. But that basically is not as bad as Gaza's situation. As I said, it's going to get worse over time. I mean, the Palestinians in the West Bank don't have access to an airport, they cannot roam freely within their own country. And you're telling me this is not occupation? This is occupation, and this is definitely wrong. All I want to say is that people should try to save the West Bank before it becomes like Gaza. The West Bank is filled with historic sites like Bethlehem, the birthplace of Jesus, Isa alayhi salam. This is basically a very historic city and very important for Muslims and Christians. I don't know how important it is for the Jews, but it is important for Muslims and Christians that Jesus, blessings be upon him, was born in modern day Palestine, or should I say Bethlehem, which is occupied by Israel now, but it was Palestinian land. It is Palestinian land still because Palestinians live here. No one can tell me otherwise.